Coming to the front of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, softening the shoulders. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to soften. Gaze gently downwards. And we're going to work through a short hip routine, bringing us through to a sleeping pigeon. Inhaling, arms overhead, gaze goes upwards. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, lowering to chaturanga, or down to the floor if you prefer. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking the dog a little if you feel the need to stretch those calves. And then settling here for 5 nice long breaths. For 1, bending the knees and lengthening the spine if those hamstrings feel tight. For 2, drawing the chest downwards. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, right foot comes through to the outside of the right hand for lizard pose. Holding here for 5. And 1. Spine nice and long, core gently engaged. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, drop the left knee, body rises up, hands go to the hips, stretching the left hip flexor. 5 long breaths. Inhale, lengthening the spine, eyes forwards. Exhale, sinking down towards the mat. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, softening the shoulders, opening the chest. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, arms raise up overhead. Exhale, returning to lizard. Inhale, right arm rises up, gaze towards the fingertips. Exhale, holding here for 5 long breaths. For 1, core gently engaged. 2, 3, keeping that gaze towards the fingertips. 4, and 5. Inhale in here. Exhale, right hand returns to the mat. Inhale, left arm rises, finding that balance. 5 nice long breaths here. For 1, gaze up towards the fingertips. 2, gently deepening that twist. 3, four, and 5. Inhaling here. Exhale, left hand returns down to the mat, taking us back into lizard pose. Inhale, bringing the right hand to the right knee. Exhale, gently pushing that knee outwards. Staying here for 5 breaths. For 1, keep the gaze gently on that right knee. 2, spine and left leg stay nice and long. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale in here. Return to lizard. Inhaling here. And turning into a low lunge. If this is too deep for you, you can come into a high lunge. In the low lunge, you can keep your hands on the floor, or if you've got the balance and mobility, raise the arms up. Staying here for 5 nice long breaths. For 1, gaze stays forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to move across into a left-handed lunge. Again, you can take high lunge, low lunge with the hands on the floor, or low lunge and finding the balance. 5 nice long breaths. For 1, keeping the gaze forwards, but nice and soft. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Taking a nice deep breath here. And exhale, coming round to a left-sided lizard. So the left foot should be on the outside of the left hand. Left shoulder in line with the left knee. Back leg straight. Staying here for 5 long breaths. For 1, gaze gently down towards the spine. 2, Spine nice and long. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, left hand comes to the left knee. Exhale, gently pushing that left knee away. Holding here for 5 breaths. For 1, keep the gaze gently on the knee. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale. Exhale, returning to lizard. Inhale, right hand raises up. Exhale, gazing towards that hand. Holding here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling, keeping the gaze upwards. Exhale, returning back to lizard. Inhale, left hand rises, finding your balance. Exhale, keeping that gaze towards the fingertips. Holding here for 5 breaths. For 1, keeping that gaze upwards. 2, cores gently engaged. 3, 4, and 5. Nice deep breath in, keeping the gaze upwards. Exhale, lowering that left hand back down and return to lizard. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, drop that right knee to the floor and raise up, hands coming to the pelvis, stretching out that right hip flexor. Deep breath in, lengthening the spine. Breathe out, melting down into the mat. 5 long breaths. For 1, 2, gaze stays forward, nice and gentle. 4, and 5. From here, we're going to work through a vinyasa through to pigeon pose. So nice deep breath in, opening the chest. Exhale, returning to lizard. Inhale, stepping back into plank. Exhale, lowering to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, opening the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, right leg comes forward, bringing us through into pigeon pose. Take some time here to get comfortable in the posture. Use blocks, Adjust your hands as you need to do. Taking a nice deep breath in, lengthening the spine. And as you breathe out, sinking down into the posture. Holding here for 5 nice long breaths. For 1. 2, gaze gently forward, just at the floor, a few feet in front of you. 3, 4, and 5. So from here, we're going to lower down into a sleeping pigeon. So come as deep as is comfortable for you. You can lower onto the elbows, or if you're comfortable, come all the way down to the floor. And we're going to hold here for 10 long, slow breaths. Inhaling all the way in. Exhaling, allowing the body to melt down into the mat. For 1. 2, allow the breathing to settle. Close the eyes if you wish. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we're going to take a vinyasa through to downward dog. So bringing the hands to the shoulders, tucking the left toes under at the back, and then we're going to inhale and take that right leg all the way back into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, bringing the weight forward into plank and carrying on the movement all the way down to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, bringing that left leg through. Taking some time to get yourself into the pigeon position. Inhaling, lengthening the shoulders, opening the chest. Exhaling, sinking into that pigeon pose for 5 nice long breaths. For 1, gaze just to the ground in front of you, eyes nice and soft. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice deep long breath in, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, finding our way down into the sleeping pigeon. Again, staying here for 10 nice long breaths. For 1, allowing the body to soften, sink down into the mat. 2, eyes can be closed if you wish. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we're going to take a vinyasa through to Shavasana. So bringing the hands below the shoulders, tucking the toes of the right foot under. Take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, take that left leg all the way back into the air, coming into a three-legged dog. Inhale in here. Exhale. Bring the weight forward into plank and lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Nice open chest. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Stepping forward to a seated position. Exhale. Lying back into Shavasana. Using cushions, blankets, bolsters as required to make yourself comfortable. Allowing the hips to open, the feet roll out. Hands by the side, palms upwards, so the sensation of openness is felt in the chest. Releasing the body and allowing it to settle downwards into the mat. Take 2 or 3 long breaths, allowing the body to settle on the out breath. And stay here for at least a minute, but longer if you wish. Enjoy your Shavasana.